Viewer discretion is advised. This program contains frank discussions of language, including the use of words which may be offensive, unsuitable for younger viewers, or unsuitable for work environments. This is the only warning that will be given. Please enjoy NewsUndies responsibly. And now, from ursuspacificus, the most misunderstood name in baseless conjecture, this is NewsUndies, all the news that shouldn't be news, with Paul Torville. Featuring opposing viewpoints with Pig and Sheep. And now, the longest-haired news anchor we know, Paul Torville.
For May 8th, 2009, this is NewsUndies, all the news that shouldn't be news. I'm Paul Torville with these headlines. Showing that leadership really can make a difference, the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency, better known as FEMA, has decided to remove a downloadable 25-page coloring book from its website. The book, intended to help children cope with disasters, natural and man-made, depicted tornadoes, fires, floods, the World Trade Center attacks of 9/11, and a heavily medicated zombie girl eating a bowl of whole large fruit with a spoon, in primitive pencil drawings. It was created by volunteers in a small town of Albert Lea, Minnesota. Subsequently, in 2003, under the leadership of Michael Heck-of-a-Job Brown, and his addle-pated boss, George W. Bush, FEMA added the book to its coping toolkit. The second best thing about it is that they didn't charge for it. The best thing about it is that FEMA, under new leadership, has decided to distance itself from the work. Denver, Colorado is the drunkest city in the Union. From the Please Make It Stop file, we have a story from Calexico, California. It seems the Virgin Mary, mother of the guy on last week's toasted cheesy bread snack, has made an encore appearance on a griddle in mid-cleaning. Mr. Tempest, a Mexican wrestler, declared through his mask that it was a true miracle. Tempest refused to show his miracle-detecting credentials when asked. There is no word yet on whether the apparition of the Virgin Mary on a grilled cheese sandwich Golden Palace Casino paid $28,000 for has left that venue to be on this griddle, or if one or more might be an imposter apparition. More news after this. Hey gang, it's celebrity birthday time again. Note the cake hat, here we go. For Saturday, the 2nd of May, Lorenzo Music, dead. Carlton the Doorman, remember him? How about Garfield the Cat? Yeah, he was the voices of both of those folks. Yeah. Engelbert Humperdinck and Lou Gramm also on the 2nd of May. For Sunday the 3rd, Constantine III of Byzantium. Oh, you know he dead. Bing Crosby, dead. And James Brown, dead. The 4th of May, that would be Monday, Paul Gleason, dead, Mick Mars, and Pia Zadora. Tuesday the 5th, Karl Marx, dead, Tammy Wynette, dead, and Michael Palin. Wednesday the 6th, Bob Seger, Tony Blair, and George Clooney. Oh yeah. Thursday the 7th, Thelma Houston, Tim Russert, dead, and Tracy Lords. Hat won't stay on. Friday the 8th, Harry S. Truman, now dead president of the United States and probably won't end up on money. Peter Benchley, dead, and Tony Tennille, not dead. That's it for celebrity birthdays. Woohoo! Nadia Suleiman. Lincoln Park, Michigan is apparently not the sort of place where you want to call 911. If you do have to call 911, don't freak out or anything. Remain calm, and whatever you do, don't say fuck. From time immemorial, certainly since the writing of the Moses 10 Commandments story, people from one group or another have been trying to excise certain words from everyday conversation, or even from documented language. The latest entry into this whirlwind of ignominy is the word retard. Here are Pig and Sheep to try to sort it out.
Some words are like guns, but bad guns, not good guns. The R word is like an AK-47 in the hands of one of them Al Qaeda fellas. Not like an M16 in the hands of a U.S. Special Forces guy. Hoorah! USA! 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 Wow. The difference between a word and a gun is that nobody gets killed if a word goes off unexpectedly. We all need to be a little more thick-skinned about this. If you're a person of otherwise normal intellectual capacity, and you begin behaving like someone of diminished capacity, you should expect to be called on it. It wasn't that long ago that idiot, imbecile, and moron were clinical terms to categorize the profoundness of a person's retardation. Now, we throw these words around today without any fear. Retard is just a word. If you say R word, F word, or C word when you really mean retard, fuck, or cunt, you reveal yourself to be impotent in the face of harmless words. Being a real retard is nothing to be ashamed of. Being intellectually lazy is shameful, worthy of ridicule, and, well, retarded.
Thank you, Pig and Sheep, for that stirring debate. In technology news, Microsoft has released Service Pack 2 of the latest version of its Office suite, which is supposed to offer native support for the vendor-neutral Open Document Format version 1.1, or ODF. It turns out that documents made using the native functionality in Microsoft product are only usable by the same Microsoft product, but not by other ODF-compliant applications. Good job! Linden, Utah-based software pariah SCO, or SCO, may be on the threshold of oblivion. SCO, in Chapter 11 bankruptcy since 2007, may be headed for Chapter 7, liquidation! Although SCO bills itself as a software company, its principal products since March of 2003 have been litigation and fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or FUD, regarding the Linux operating system. SCO's shares, which have traded right around 12 cents for most of the last year, held steady on the news. We'll have more after this. And finally, and I do mean finally, we all saw this coming, didn't we? Actually, this is more of a long-hoped-for surprise. While most Western societies have at least discouraged the marrying off of girls under the age of 18 for well over 100 years, it seems that Saudi Arabia is just now getting the memo. I guess news travels a little slower by camel. One might even say it was retarded. Given their wardrobe, religion, criminal justice system, and a monarchical government, it is reassuring to know that they actually can be embarrassed. Thankfully, the Saudis have given us an opportunity to demonstrate the positive power of ridicule. Well, that's all for this edition of News Undies. Remember, if you see news that shouldn't be news, you can send your story ideas to undies@newsundies.com. You can sign up for email notification of News Undies videos by emailing nulist@newsundies.com. You can always find the most up-to-date News Undies at www.newsundies.com. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Paul Torville. After that, who knows?